Ever since I was born, I only knew one thing for sure. I had been born to be a superhero. I took my cues from comic books. A hero was someone who tried to do the right thing no matter what. He rescued the innocent and brought the guilty to justice. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I was meant to do.
Honey, have you seen Stanley anywhere? He's supposed to be doing his homework.
When I was a child, I thought I got it all figured out.
Stanley, you get off that roof right now, young man, before I have to get your mother.
Having a code of honor was all well and good, but to truly be a superhero, you had to be, well, super.
Stanley Jacob Ditko.
In the comics, heroes usually got their powers from some kind of accident or traumatic event. Otherwise, how could you serve and protect all the ordinary people? If you believed in your dreams, you could do anything. All it would take would be a leap of faith.
You come down here right this instant.
I've still got the scar under my eye to remind me not to take things too literally. One day, the disaster struck. It destroyed the city and killed a lot of people. Then they appeared like in the stories. Real-life superheroes. They saved who they could. It might have seemed like a dream come true to most. For me, it was another daily reminder how I'd always be an ordinary human. Without powers, without a purpose. But they still chose me. The supervision had seen something in me years ago. Something worthy. I wasn't about to let them down.
Hey, Stanley, you gonna live in there, kid? Your shift started 10 minutes ago.
On my way, Mr. Miller, sir.
And don't slam that door when you leave. Place is falling apart enough as it is without you shaking it down. You know we got boxes and new issues to shelve, right? Alacrity sales bottomed out since she turned 40. I guess fans can't wrap their minds around the Mistress of Motion being that age. Maybe they'll change her name to Silver Streak.
She's probably still just as fast as she ever was. Supers usually age differently than ordinary people.
Sure, but she doesn't look near as good in spandex, and that's what sells issues and action figures. Shift some merchandise for the young bucks like Magister and Primal to the front display. If that won't fill the space, use any other next-generation cape with a shelf life. With me so far?
Out with the old and with the new.
That's what I like to hear. The Supervision Media Committee also sent out this memo to all the outlets. Auspex just got a blackout order. Make that a priority.
Blackout order? That's weird. There wasn't anything about it on the Super Channel today.
Damn shame, but there you go. Probably got killed by those lousy anti-hero guys. Troublemakers like them always got to futz with the Supervision to prove some kind of point.
Point, sir?
Who knows? Some people can't get with the times.
Speaking of that, Mr. Miller, couldn't Auspex see into the future? How'd a bunch of unpowered terrorists get around that?
Search me. You know, you ask way too many questions for a shop assistant, kid. Just do your job like I do and stop concerning yourself with what you don't need to care about. Oh, just nod, Stanley. Look me in the eyes and say, "Yes, Mr. Miller," so I believe it.
Yes, Mr. Miller.
Good boy. Don't forget about the inventory overhaul. Inspection is next month.
Inspection, huh? Do you think,
No, Stan. The Supervision won't send a hero out here. Capes don't come to this side of the wall. I'll probably send one of those sidekick guys like they always do. I know that disappoints you.
Regular people in costumes aren't the same as superheroes, even if they're trying to do good.
Ah, well, maybe they'll give you another shiny badge for your collection.
Yeah, right.
My hero. Get along now.
Greetings morning, citizens of Excelsior City. This is the voice of the city, bringing you the news you need to know. An important news bulletin, folks. The Ross factory on Kane and Eisner has been put into a state of high alert after a threat by anti-hero terrorists. But fret not, citizens. City Administrator Rationale has made an official statement that the supervision will investigate the situation and bring the culprits to justice as soon as superhumanly possible. Help is on the way.
No, Stan. The supervision won't send a hero out here. Capes don't come to this side of the wall.
My name is Stanley Ditko. This is my origin story.
Or I'll do something we both regret.
Easy for you to be calm. You're the madman with the gun.
Look, I know this is hard to believe, but I'm not a bad guy. Not really. I got a wife and kids back home at this very moment wondering where Daddy is. I'm not some kind of a monster.
Not a monster? Huh? So why'd you and your anti-hero scumbag followers just blow up my factory?
It was a strategic target. Shut down the means of production. Put the brakes to the machine. Why can't you see that the supers are using places like this to control you? To keep you pacified? The mastermind deemed this action necessary, not me.
I'd be more inclined to listen to your conspiracy nonsense if you weren't threatening me!
I just need your protection long enough to get out of the city. It's very important. More important than you know.
Tell it to the Capes when they drop down and toss you and your Confederates into a cell miles underground. Help! Help!
You're trying my patience. I don't want to have to hurt you, but I will if you make me.
Not on my watch, evildoer.
Finally, a hero! Kick his ass!
Who the hell are you?
Your worst nightmare, criminal scum.
No, I'm serious. Who the hell are you? You're no member of the supervision I've ever seen. Even a sidekick wouldn't be caught dead in that get-up. What are you going for? Thrift store man?
No, I'm a new superhero. Call me the Superlative.
The what now?
The what now?
A superlative. It means outstanding, amazing, stuff like that. It's a real word. I looked it up.
Do you know what happens to cape chasers in costumes who get on the wrong side of a gun, wannabe?
A gun, huh? Haven't seen one of those in a while. Not since the supervision recall.
It's real, and it's loaded. Cost me a fortune to get it that way.
I imagine. After the recall, all guns in circulation that weren't destroyed were fitted with safety locks.
So,
you need a passcode to bypass the lock. And if you had that code, that little light on the side would turn off.
Wait a minute. Wait! We need to talk about this.
There's nothing left for you to say, creep.
Will you drop the hero shtick for a moment? There's things going on here you can't begin to understand. You think the factory was an accident? We found something they're gonna want back. Lives are at stake, kid. Hundreds of lives.
That's about enough of you. Feel the wrath of justice.
Whoa! Just like that, you sent him packing with only one punch? I didn't even know heroes patrolled this side of the divide. Whoever you are, hero, I'm forever in your... Why are you shaking like that? What's wrong with your hand?
Punching hurts more than it looks in the comics.
Oh, You're not even a superhero at all. You're just some ordinary kid. You know wearing an unauthorized costume is illegal, right?
Sure, but I was trying to do the right thing.
You know who doesn't say that? Nobody! First my workplace goes up in flames, and now some delusional vigilante type drops out of the sky to play hero. You even let the villain get away. Why couldn't he be Bulwark? He once tossed a guy through a brick wall for flipping him the bird, and you just stood there like a dope. Are you even listening to me?
The villain guy must have dropped this when he was running away. I'll keep it for evidence.
Sure. You do that.
Someone call for help?
Wow, a real super!
Alacrity!
Well, I'm glad someone remembers me. You want to hand over that gun, kid?
Huh? Oh, sure. I forgot I had it.
These are very dangerous, you know. I'll have to ask you to come with me, kiddo.
You think This looks pretty bad, doesn't it?
Sure doesn't look good.
Can I go now, ma'am? I've got to file a wicked incident report.
Go ahead, then. Stay safe, citizen. We may contact you later to testify.
Sure, whatever you want. Power to the supervision!
Testify? Wait, you're thinking of taking me to jail?
Oh, look on the bright side, kid. With good behavior, you could be out in 4, maybe 3 if you're lucky.
Days?
Years.
Figures. Well, before you take me in, can I ask you a question, please?
You know, kid, I got more patrols after this one. I might be fast, but I'm not made of time here.
I was just wondering, can I have your autograph?
Aren't you sweet? Here you go.
Wow, thanks.
You ready to go? If I dragged you at my normal speed, you'd probably burst into flames, so I suggest we take the tram instead.
Sounds good.
Just a moment. I'm getting a call on my comlink. Hello, Alacrity here. Oh, hi, Ernie. A long time. I see. Sorry. Oh, okay, sorry, I yelled, sir. We'll be right there. Bye. That was the administrator. Change of plans. We're going to the Ivory Tower.
You mean supervision headquarters?
Got it in one. We're on our way to the top floor, actually. Someone important wants to talk to you.
Someone important? Well, super.
Excuse me, citizen. Do you two have your transfer passes?
There's some mistake. I don't need a pass. You probably recognize me. I'm Alacrity from the Supervision Council. You don't recognize me, do you?
Sorry, but no, ma'am. Your pass, please. And your child. Can I see his pass?
No, he is not my kid. He's actually my prisoner. I'm transferring him under orders from the administrator.
Well, everything seems to check out. Enjoy your transit. Justice for all.
I haven't been to the city for so long.
Well, that's what super technology will do for you. Ernie, sorry, the administrator knows how to get the most out of people. Ah, we're here.
Already?
Stay close. It's easy to get lost around here.
So I just wait here?
Looks that way. Someone will come out and get you soon, I expect. Till then, try to stay out of trouble, huh?
Miss Sharp.
Yeah, kiddo?
Can you say that thing you say? The thing you always say in the comics before you leave? You know, your catchphrase.
You remember that? Well, fine, I guess. Just don't tell anyone else I did this, all right? There could be some rights issues.
My lips are sealed.
Sorry, can't stay. Gotta bolt!
Wow. I got to meet a real superhero and get arrested all in one day. I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
So, what shall we make of this young man? You know I value your opinions in times like these, William. I prefer to see things outside of my own mind.
Still say risk too great. Unfavorable contingencies, unnecessary factors, far too unthorough. More vetting required for suitable subject.
You know, you might, for once, consider removing that helmet of yours while at the tower. I hope you can consider me your friend and not some street thug you're trying to intimidate.
Mask never comes off.
In this new world, it's important to make a good impression. In order to encourage the people to follow, it pays to be more, how shall I put it, personable? Not every problem can be met with violence. That's why this boy, this ordinary boy, is perfect for our purposes.
Fail to see advantage of subject, Administrator. Terrible costume, handmade. Thrill-seeker, cape chaser. Believes he is above the law. Gives heroes bad name.
I'm less interested in his costume than I am in the symbol on his chest. Do you recognize it?
Honorary Supervision Medallion, made in bulk, cheap plastic. Old symbol of supervision. Useful as publicity, otherwise without value.
You think so? I'm not so sure. Look how well he cares for it, keeps it positioned central to his costume, illegal though it may be. That symbol means the world to him. He still believes in heroes.
Importance of belief remains obscure, Administrator.
It means that the one thing Excelsior City has been lacking has finally been found. Hallelujah, brothers and sisters! I think we found ourselves a true believer. Clap your hands. Clap that helmet of yours, William. That's exactly what we need right now.
Better to enlist useful follower. Follower can be disposed of after use. Believer may turn, acquire ideas, become problematic.
Always so cynical. If you have aspirations to be an administrator in your time, William, I suggest a more positive attitude. At the moment, the decision is mine, and I'm putting this operation into effect immediately. Time to get into character. Please, make yourself comfortable. I hope you don't mind my choice of music. Older songs have a simplicity and a heart to them that modern music lacks. Not to mention a lot of contemporary, and I use the term loosely, musicians can't seem to carry a tune. Do you recognize someone in that memorial?
Administrator, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't smudge your glass.
Nothing to worry about. Someone will see to it. But I remain intrigued. We all lost someone in the disaster. Whom did you part ways with?
Mom. My mom, sir. She died when I was young. Dad made it through the disaster, and myself and my brother. Mom didn't.
I'm sorry for your loss. Where are my manners, though? I'm Ernest Smalley. You might know me better as, Rationale.
I'm Stanley Ditko, Mr. Administrator.
No need for pleasantries here. I prefer my born name to my heroic honorific title. If you'd like, call me Ernest.
I have a hero title too, actually.
I know! The superlative. A clever appellation, I thought.
I'm glad you think so, sir, but how do you know about...
I'm a telekinetic, not a psychic, Stanley, but I have my little ways.
Wow.
Do you like it? I call it my all-seeing eye. When we rebuilt your city, we put in our own additions for added protections and safety. It allows us to keep tabs on everyone on both sides of the wall. This includes your own valiant, if misguided vigilante career.
I was just trying to help, sir. Supers don't patrol on my side of the wall.
You place a lot of importance on the concept of heroes, especially and I'm not being modest, super variety. But we heroes are not without our limitations. Just like the unpowered humans we serve, we have to face on occasions the realities of time and endings. Yes. I had to bury an old good friend recently, Alistair Ptolemy. You probably knew him better as...
Auspex, the Prophet. I know. We got a blackout order in the comic shop I work at. Kinda weird, to be honest.
Yes, regrettable, but the wound was too fresh to prod. Maybe someday it will be time to remember everything he did rather than how his career came to an end. He was killed by these rebels, these anti-heroes.
All they do is hurt people and destroy things. Bunch of violent, no-good killers. All of them.
I admire your loyalty, Stanley. But I find myself asking, how much do your actions reflect those of the villainous anti-heroes you claim to despise? I'm very curious.
Excuse me?
Wearing an illegal mask, an unsanctioned costume, at least 4 previous vigilante actions, near constant violation of curfew and restricted zones. Some very interesting family history. If you wanted to make a difference, why didn't you join the Sidekicks program?
Bad blood doesn't look good on an application form.
Ah, yes. Your father was a villain of some renown in his day, wasn't he? I thought I recognized the name, yes. Gregory the Hatchet Ditko.
Henchman.
Ah.
Sorry. He was the henchman, sir. Not a villain exactly. He worked for villains, but he only did it to look after Mom and me.
Well, then there's your brother Michael. Oh, dear, dear, dear.
I can see where this is going. I'll go.
Oh, go? Remember, Stanley, I can't read minds.
I don't know why you brought me here if I'm no good, like all the rest of the Ditkos. Sorry I wasted your time, Administrator. I guess I'll just go.
Go? Where?
First back home, then... I don't know. Maybe I don't belong anywhere.
Oh, wait just a moment, Mr. Ditko. I think there's something you need to see.
What's that?
Your costume, Stanley. Well, I thought it might be. It will have to be properly fitted, and of course the color will be your choice. Then there's the matter of your own comic book series, action figures, merchandise, the usual package for a hero of the supervision.
But I don't have any powers.
Well, I'm sure with our technological resources, we can come up with some way around that fact. I've always put importance on transparency. There will be time to explain specifics, but for now, let me say, I need you to do some undercover work. I want you to infiltrate these anti-heroes. I want you to find their leader, this self-proclaimed mastermind they follow, and I want him brought to justice. It's a tall order, but I can already see that spark in you. Let me tell you, after seeing to the needs of an entire city, a career of fighting superhuman adversaries begins to look like the halcyon days.
You want me to pretend to be a villain?
Yes, you're unknown, you have no previous associations with our organization, and quite frankly, your family background is advantageous. Not to mention you show a knack for the skills necessary for this kind of operation.
But I don't know anything about...
Well, that makes you perfect. Improvisation is the key to believability. I imagine if you ingratiate yourself in a lower element, they'll leap at the chance of showing a neophyte the ropes, and eventually other secrets as well. Don't forget that in exchange for just a little bit of espionage, I'm offering you the complete perks of being a superhero, sans the super aspect. You would be our first fully qualified human represented on our task force. Even your father could appreciate that.
I'm not sure he would, actually.
Oh. Fine. Well, as a cover, the supervision is making you an honorary inductee to the Sidekicks Academy. Hey, you won't actually attend, but the benefits will be conveyed to your family.
Thank you. I really gotta go talk with my dad, though.
Oh, well, not about your top-secret mission, I hope.
No, I just want to tell him some of what I've been up to. If I go away for long periods of time, he gets antsy.
Well, very well. When you're prepared, come back to the Ivory Tower and we'll get your criminal career underway.
How do we do that?
Well, I was thinking something traditional. A bank robbery, perhaps? Acceptable?
Gotta go.
Well, we can work out the details when you get back. Now, don't be a stranger. Hero, huh?
Question.
Yes?
What if subject becomes liability? What then?
Well, I know my priorities. Between the operation and the subject, there will be no contest.
Will you require absolution afterwards?
Can I count on you if I do, William?
Always, Administrator. Only next time, use my real title.
Dad! Dad! You won't believe the day I had. Dad? What happened?
Of hurt, of pain beyond my mind. To see my body shut down, taken down, my soul spilled out like wine. Somebody hold my hand, somebody hold my hand. So right, hold him close in my hand.
This concludes today's broadcast as curfew time arrives. But this is not goodbye, citizens. Stay tuned until the next time you hear the voice of the city. And remember, anyone can be a hero.